Om. Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Yoga Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurubihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatāh Sarva Vedantāh Yogaः Tān Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah. Om Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Samasta Brahma Vidya Yoga Vidya Acharyabhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण योगवेदान्तदर्शनसाधनद्वारा आत्मानुभूति कैवल्यस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः मोक्षमार्गाणां पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ योग दर्शनाचार्याणां स्मरणं नमनं प्रार्थना. ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः. ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः. ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः. ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः. ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः. ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः. ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः. ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः. ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः. ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः. ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः. ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः. ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम अथ श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रम तृतीय पादम विभूति पादम अथ पंचपंचाशत्तम सूत्रः. तो द 54th was तारकं सर्व विषयं सर्वथा विषयम् अक्रमं च इति विवेकजं ज्ञानम. That vivekaja jnanam which we have to gain and we gain through the Sayama, Anukshana and Tatkrama has these four things in it. It is Tarakam because it is Swapratibha Utthanam. It is self-actualization, self-realization. Sarva Vishayam, it is the illuminator of all, not identified with it. Sarvatha Vishayam, and it is even beyond the Kala. And therefore, Akramam, it is simultaneous. So, simultaneously, eternally remaining consciousness, the nature of self, in whose presence the Kala, in whose presence the division of Kala itself becoming Karanakarya, in which the entire world of thoughts first inside, then the gross world outside is just illumined. So, the yoga, little Vedanta, when you add, total thought is complete. That is called as Vivekajam Jnanam. Actually, what is to be gained is Jnanam only. That Jnanam already we are there. But it is mixed up with the Bodhisattva. Therefore, it has to be separated. Once you separate, and what is done to separate is called Viveka. Therefore, Vivekajam Jnanam. Vivekajam Jnanam. In Vedanta, in Yoga, little difference ये है Yoga और सांख्य में. In Yoga, in Vedanta, what is said? There is nothing called as the wave. Only water and water alone is there. In Yoga क्या कहते हैं? Wave है. It is a name and form coming from Prakriti. It also is there. And water hai. Water is different from wave. Water identified with the waveness is bandhanam. Water detached from the waveness is moksha. They talk, but wave continues. They stay. Vedanta says wave किधर है? Vedanta says एकमेवाद्वयं ब्रह्म नेह नास्ति किंचन. ये कहते हैं, but prakriti continues to stay. Because you see that Mahatma himself is functioning in the world. Also, you see others still bound and they are doing sadhana in the same Prakriti. They have Prakriti. That's what they talk. Yoga or Sankhya. But in Vedanta, we say Ekamevadhyam Brahma ultimate. This is the only difference there. But otherwise, detaching from the Prakriti, getting moksha, they also talk. They also talk about moksha in being established in the self only. बस जैसे प्रकृति है. वेदांत कहते हैं जब तक प्रकृति के रूप में द्वैत होता है, आज नहीं तो कल फिर से फंसाएगा. और अकॉर्डिंग टू द अल्टीमेट उपनिषदिक सेंटेंस, नेह नाना अस्ति किंचन एकमेव अद्वयं ब्रह्म. राइट. सो तारकम सर्व विषयम सर्वथा विषयम अक्रमम चेति विवेकजम ज्ञानम. Then last sutra is in that vivekajam jnana, what happens? And that happening is called as kaivalyam. That is what is explained to us in this last beautiful sutra of this Vibhuti Padam. Tagadata hai sara bhi. Like the Samadhi Sadhana Padas. Okay, Prapta Vivekaja Jnanasya Aprapta Vivekaja Jnanasya Va. There is not only this one way of reaching to the Kaivalya, that you have done Samyama and you applied Samyama and the Vivekaja Jnana came. The other way also can be achieved. Achieving the Paramatma is goal. So that a roundabout paddhati of Sayyama as well as Narayana using its Samyama in gaining so many of the siddhis. They are not necessary paths. In this last sutra, the Sutrakara, Yoga Sutrakara himself says, I'm not saying that only this path you have to walk. There are the other also. As it yesterday, there's a Bhakti Marga, surrender करो भगवान ही खोल देंगे दिमाग बस. वेदांत मार्ग में बैठ जाओ, हम तो शुद्ध सच्चिदानंद साक्षी. All the thought, meditation, vritti, आपने आप चले. You are not attending to that. It will go away. In yoga, we attend to the vrittis and dissolve them. Then reach to the Kaivalya sthiti. Okay? Sutra is Sattva Purushayoho Shuddhi Samye Kaivalyam iti. Sattva Purushayoho Shuddhi Samye Kaivalyam iti. Sattva Purushayoho Shuddhi Samye Kaivalyam iti. To this sutra, if it is interpreted in the Vedantic Bhashya, it is called Sattva Purushayoho Shuddhi Samya. Means when the Sattva becomes Shuddha. Okay. Then the Purusha becomes Shuddha. The Shuddhata of the Sattva, the Antakarana is, it is freed from Rajotama Guna. The Shuddhata of the Purusha is when the sense of otherness is dropped. Then what remains? Only one Paramatma without anything other than it. That is called Kaivalya. सो सत्व का शुद्धि पुरुष का शुद्धि होने के बाद सत्व और पुरुष साम्य हो जाते हैं. देयर आर नो टू थिंग्स, ओनली वन. दैट इज वेदांत. योग में थोड़ा हट कर कहते हैं. बट इधर सत्व का शुद्धि हो गया, पुरुष का भी शुद्धि हो गया. इस कारण से सत्व रहेगा लेकिन पुरुष को बांधेगा नहीं. शुद्धि साम्य, बोथ आर देयर शुद्धि व्हेन हैज रीच्ड द पराकाष्ठा लेवल. द पुरुष is not at all seeing Prakriti. Prakriti is not at all demanding him to see. बस पड़ा है उधर प्रकृति बस. Where is Purusha? अपने आप में रमण कर रहा है. That is what कैवल्यम. नहीं, केवल अपने आप है बस. He is with himself, पुरुष. प्रकृति उनके सामने भी आती नहीं है, बट है. वो कहते योग में, सांख्य में, वेदांत में कहते है ही नहीं भाई. एकमेवाद्वयं ब्रह्म विषय. दे व्हाट दे से, नहीं पुरुष प्रकृति रहता है That Shankaracharya Bhagwan ityadi, just for the sake of saying, they said कि कुछ भी नहीं रहता एक व्यवहार, because as good as there is nothing. That's why they say. But otherwise अगर nothing है तो how come there is a व्यवहार? That's what they talk. What Vedanta says, that व्यवहार is व्यवहारिक सत्ता, not पारमार्थिक देश. ये थोड़ा सा फर्क बस योग वेदांत. But the one who reaches to the ultimate, they have no doubts. Now, Sattva Purusheho Shuddhi Samye Kaivalyamiti. This sutra let us study with Bhashya now. First, Yada Nirdhuta Rajastamomalam Buddhi Sattvam. Yada, when the Buddhi Sattva, that is Antakarana, becomes a Shuddha Sattva Guni by the removal of the Rajastamas from it. The Rajastamas go away by the Ashtanga Yoga Sadhana. Rajastama is gone, it is the Shuddha Sattva, our Antakarana hai. Nirdhuta Rajastamo Malam Shuddha Sattvam. Buddhi Sattvam. Then this Buddhi at this pure Shuddha Sattva Gunasthai, Purushasya, for the Purusha, at that time, that Buddhi Sattva will be Anyata Pratyaya Matra Adhikaram. It is only Anyata Pratyaya Matra. But hai, for the Purusha to illuminate it, that's it. Not to influence it. शुद्ध बुद्धि शुद्ध सत्व गुण वाला अंतःकरण पुरुष के लिए होता है देखने को, not to influence him. As if the buddhi is not shuddha, rajotamo guna hai, then that pulls that purusha to become jiva and do things according to rajotamo guna. But shuddha sattva guna hai, so purushasya अन्यथा प्रत्यय मात्र अधिकार, केवल अन्यथा का प्रत्यय होता है. So the Purusha is aware of the Buddhi, it is Shuddha Sattva. When it is Rajotamo Guni, then it prompts him to work. Like a servant who is washing your dishes. When the dish to be washed is very neat and clean, already है, use नहीं किया बस रखा था वो, you will not even work on it, देख कर रख देगा वो. It is only there for him to see. But if there is another bartan, it's full of dirt है, then he gets prompted to wash it. हर जगह वही है ना, वो कपड़े धो रहे, अब देखा उल्टा सीधा करके, कोई ज्यादा कोई धब्बा धाग नहीं, तो जस्ट ठीक है, यू जस्ट रिंस इट एंड थ्रो इट. बट इफ देयर इज सम दैट you are prompted to brush it. In the same way, rajotama mala, if is there in antakarana, it prompts the conscious self to do something. But if it is not there, शुद्ध सत्व है, then the परमात्मा के लिए देखने के वास्ते है, he need not involve in it. That will not pull him to. This is first meaning. Nirdhuta rajastamo mala buddhi sattvam. Okay. Purushasya anyata pratyaya matra adhikaram. At that time, because of the removal of rajotamo guna, and it is only seen by the buddhi tattva, paramatma tattva, just like that, dagdha klesha bijam bhavati. At that stage, the klesha का बीज पूरा दग्ध हो जाता है, या क्लेश नामक बीजों का दग्ध होता है. In the process of removing rajastamo mala itself, is the kleshas are removed. Or if you call kleshas as the vrutthis in the chitta, the klesha bijas of the samskaras, they are burnt. Dagdha klesha bijam bhavati. Second point. Tada, that time, purushasya, for the purusha, shuddhi samyam iva apannam bhavati. Interesting point is what? When the kleshas of the chitta are gone away, that makes the Purusha to appear as the purified. Purushasya shuddhi sarupyam iva apannam bhavati. Or, other meaning is what? As much Shuddha is the Purusha, so much Shuddha, the Antakarna will be at that time when its all kleshas are dagdha along with the bija. बीज सहित क्लेश दग्ध होने पर अंतःकरण उतना ही शुद्ध लगता है जितना चैतन्य आत्मा है, पुरुष है. थर्ड पॉइंट. फोर्थ वन, तदा, that time, up to this point is sattva shuddhi. First point is what? Rajos tamamulla nirdota. Second point is what? At that time, it becomes a mere object of perception for the Purusha. That remaining in that object of perception for a long time, doing nothing, destroys, if at all, any residue of kleshas are there along with the bija. That makes the antakarna in its shuddhi as equivalent to the shuddhi of the Paramatma, Purusha. ये हो गया सत्व शुद्धि. सूत्र का सत्व पुरुषयो हो शुद्धि साम्य कहा ना, तो सत्व का शुद्धि यहां तक आया. नाउ कम्स द पुरुष शुद्धि. शुद्धि इंटरेस्टिंग डिस्कशन इट इज. व्हाट द पुरुष शुद्धि? कि तदा पुरुषस्य उपचरित भोग अभावः शुद्धिः. पुरुषस्य उपचरित भोग अभावः शुद्धिः means what? Why the prakriti is there for the purusha? For the purusha, prakriti is there for bhoga and apavarga. So the prakriti at the level of samsara, for the purusha, it gave various bhoga of the sukha dukkha. When he had never started yoga sadhana. When he started yoga sadhana, the same prakriti gave him the bhoga up to the level of all the siddhis, which we have exhaustively studied. ये सब पुरुष के भोग है, ये सारे सिद्धियां हैं, ये सब प्रकृति के स्थाई में है, प्रकृति पुरुष के भोग के लिए है. अब ना वो भी हो गया. We don't want even those bhogas also because it was said already. इसका भी वैराग्य होने से कैवल्य करके 3 or 4 sutras back. Then what is the other purpose of the prakriti for the purusha? The apavarga for the bhoga. From the bhoga. भोग देना, भोगों का अपवर्ग करना. These are the two purposes of prakriti for purusha. तो दोनों हो गए. After that, when there is no purpose of the chitta for the purusha, either for bhoga or for the apavarga. पुरुषस्य भोगापवर्गार्थम प्रकृति ही. अभी भोग हो गया, अपवर्ग हो गया चित्त का पुरुष के लिए. अब पुरुष को चित्त से कुछ लेना देना है क्या? नहीं है. That state of purusha is called shuddhi of purusha. When the prakriti is still there, either for bhoga or the apavarga for the purusha, that is ashuddhi of purusha. When the purusha is freed from bhoga apavarga purposes of the prakriti, ये हो चुका है अभी. संसार भोग हो गया, सिद्धियों का भोग हो गया, भोगों का अपवर्ग भी हो गया. That freedom from bhoga apavarga both for the purusha from the prakriti is called shuddhata of the purusha. पुरुष को शुद्ध क्यों कहते हैं? क्योंकि पुरुष का प्रकृति से न भोग न अपवर्ग दोनों प्रयोजन का कोई जरूरत है. नो मोर जरूरत. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस. कि पुरुषस्य उपचरित भोग अभावः शुद्धि. उपचरित हो गया मतलब दोनों हो गए. भोग भी हो गया, अभाव मीन्स अपवर्ग भी हो गया. भोग अपवर्ग दोनों हो चुके हैं पुरुष के लिए प्रकृति का. अब then it is Shuddha. That's called Purusha Shuddhi. Like anything, you want to eat the food. So you take the plate, you serve the food in that. You have eaten the food. Then you wash the plate. Then you have kept the plate in the sink, whatever the place rack. Now, what is your relation with that? Nothing. So you forget only that thing. That's called Shuddhi. You don't get the plate wherever you go after that. भोग हो गया उसका यूज करना प्लेट पर ईटिंग फूड. अपवर्ग भी हो गया, धोकर रख दिया. अपवर्ग इज भोग का काम खत्म होना. In that case, washing and cleaning with the wet cloth, the dry cloth, and keeping it in the rack. In the same way, at the level of ignorance and sadhana, the prakriti was for the bhoga and purushartha of the purusha. Now both are accomplished. They are not there. That state of purusha where The Prakriti is not there for his bhoga or apavarga, is called as Purushas Shuddhi. That's the meaning. Okay. So, tada Purushasya upacharita bhoga abhavaha Shuddhi. Now, here comes the $1,000,000 discussion. Very thoda subtle है. क्या है कि एतस्याम अवस्थायाम, in this state of freedom of the Purusha from the Prakriti for both Bhoga and Apavarga, at this state of self, it is called as Etasyam Avasthayam Kaivalyam Bhavati. That is called as Kaivalya Sthiti. Now the beautiful point is what? Kaivalyam Bhavati Ishwarasya Anishwarasya Va Vivekaja Jnana Bhaginaha Itarasya Va. Ishwarasya Va Anishwarasya Va. Ishvara Anishvara means whether somebody has gone through the process of Sanyama and utilizing that Sanyama in conquering the entire Prakriti, है ना, भूत जय किया, इंद्रिय जय किया, फिर साथ में सैकड़ों विभूतियां हमको सिखाए, वहां सिद्धियां हमको सिखाए. The one who has done bhuta jaya, indriya jaya, prakriti jaya, got so much of the siddhis, he is called as Ishvara. And the one who has done none of these things is called Anishvara. Whether ho Ishvara ho Anishvara ho, if this state of being is achieved, where the Prakriti has become Shuddha, the Sattva, Bodhisattva, by the elimination of Rajas and Tamas, by the elimination of Kleshas along with the Bija. And thereafter, Purusha achieved his Shuddhi because of, for him, there is no Bhoga Apavarga of the Prakriti. If this stage is achieved, he need not go through the entire process of all the Yoga Siddhis. Yet he also gets the Kaivalya. ईश्वर हो या अनीश्वर हो, तो इनको इस स्थिति पाने से कैवल्य होएगा. और उस कैवल्य पाने के लिए, स्थिति पाने के लिए सिद्धियां जरूरी नहीं है. सिद्धियां आर ओनली द अवांतर फल. They only to ensure that we are on the path of Sanyama, etc. More than that, they in fact many times delay our process of realization, because lots of life or time we spend in doing the pradarshana of those siddhis. So achieving siddhi is not kaivalyam or moksha. And through the siddhi achievement only as its final stage, we reach kaivalyam. ये भी जरूरत नहीं है. Therefore, in the bhakti marga, in the jnana marga also, when our antakarana becomes absolutely shuddha sattva guni and all its klesha bija are dabdu ho gaye, then the Purusha has no bhoga, bhavarga with the Prakriti, that Kaivalya comes to him even there. He has not done any of the Bhuta Jaya, Indriya Jaya. Nahi. That's why you see, is every realized saint is a yogi or what? Is everyone a Siddha Purusha? Koi zarurat nahi hai. That's a different process of possibilities. That through the Prakriti Jaya, you can get all these siddhis. ऐसे बता रहे हमको, जरूरत नहीं है, वो कंपल्सरी नहीं है. कैवल्यम के लिए neither yoga marga nor yoga siddhis are compulsory, but it's an option. Yoga marga is an option, yoga siddhi is a possibility. If you use them positively, okay. This is the meaning of this mantra. Ishwarasya va anishwarasya means vivekaja jnana bhaginaha itarasya va. In this process only, through the viveka khyati, the jnana should dawn. ऐसा कोई जरूरत नहीं. Without going through all that samprajnata samadhi struggle, if the Guru, Ishvara Pranidhana, already we have seen in the first, second Padams. अगर ईश्वर ने अनुग्रह कर दी, गुरु ने शक्तिपात कर दी, वो तब भी हो जाता. Why it is said not to say that इतना योग से अगर आप योग मत करो, ये बोले के लिए नहीं. If somebody come across who have not done all these, yet they have become kaivalyas, reached kaivalya, don't doubt them. There's other way also. You follow this path which you are taught. That the Vedanta should not feel garvi or ahankari and say that yes, the marga. योग से भी, भक्ति से भी किसी ने मोक्ष पाया है ना. इन मार्ग, योग एंड भक्ति अनुभव एक ही है. योगी को, भक्त को भी, ज्ञानी को भी आत्मा का अनुभव से ही मोक्ष होता है. The yogi got Atmanubhava, Chittavritti Nirodha. Bhakta got Atmanubhava, the Ishvara Anugraha. Jnani got Atmanubhava by his own Dhyanam. But Atmanubhava ही मोक्ष का हेतु है. That is, there is no doubt. Then this has got 3 or 4 sentences of explanation about the Kaivalya Sthiti achieved. थोड़ा subtle है and enchanting भी है. तो I thought today we can conclude. नहीं हुआ वो आधा वाला भाग कल पढ़ेंगे. Then 1 or 2 days I'll take to browse through the entire third Vibhuti Padam. Then we take up Kaivalya Padam. अब कर ही रहे हैं तो आराम से कर लो. Let us enjoy it. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. आज का